Stating at his lotus feet, I do express my deepest gratitude to Honorable Sri Buddhinath Babu, who has personally invited me, and therefore, after decades, I do have the bestowal of the divine grace to be blessing this particular occasion, and therefore my prostration at his lotus feet. Buddhinath Babu happens to be the greatest scholar from the land of Mithila and one of the greatest scholars from the nation itself. Most importantly, since my dear audience and those, the beloved, all the gentlemen from the intelligentsia class, I do have the privilege of hosting Honorable Sri Buddhinath Babu at my very, very august platform of Education Pe Charcha. So I have understood, I have ascertained, I have gauged the sort of mastery and the sort of intellectual attainments of that of this stalwart gentleman. That's why I sought his benign permission to say a few words about him. In fact, I do come from Mithila. As you know, my name is Vivekanand Jha. I have written so many important books, like only Indian to have written 3 books on Prime Minister and Hindu nationalism. Mr. Modi has only launched my book in Vibrant Gujarat Education Summit. Author of the Living Legends of Mithila, I have to say something on Buddhinath Babu. In Mithila, centuries ago, a great scholar of immense potential was born. His name was Sankara Misra. And Sankara Misra had showcased the glory of Mithila at the global pedestal of that of scholastic excellence, wherein he had said, Baloham Jagdanandam Name Bala Saraswati Apurane Panchame Barse Barnayam Jagatrayam. Please do not go by my age. I am at my infancy, yet to complete my 5 years of age, but nevertheless, I do have the prowess to describe the universe. That is the glory of Mithila, which in contemporary times, a scholar of such brilliance and excellence, Buddhinath Babu is representing and showcasing that scholarly excellence at the global platform. That has been the conspicuous reason behind my venturing forth to seek his benign permission to speak about him, to give his introduction before he should be invited to on dais to speak about his scholastic delivery can be expected. Therefore, a very equivalent and corresponding level of introduction is required. My dear viewers, Sri Acharya Ji, while addressing all of us, had spoken about patience. Listening, he said, happens to form an integral part of communication. Being from chartered accountancy background, having taught MBA for years together, first man to have taught British chartered accountancy in Delhi, I have understood the importance of listening. And in this context, I recall our India's statesman Prime Minister, and I consider him to be the greatest Prime Minister of India, Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee Ji's legendary perseverance and patience that he exhibited throughout his stay in Parliament. He had delivered a historic speech on the occasion of the birth anniversary of that of Sri Veer Savarkar in Pune in the year 2005, when he said that when I am asked to speak about great Veer Savarkar, I think that he was an ocean, whereas I am just a droplet of waters from that particular ocean. That is my capability and my potential vis-a-vis that of the immortal son of Bharat Varsha, great Veer Savarkar. Likewise, when I am supposed to speak about Buddhinath Babu, I constitute only the droplets of the waters from that ocean, and which the ocean itself is Buddhinath Babu. So definitely this is the small introduction of the ocean before all of us, and I am too small a person to speak about him. Let us hear from his matured intellectual wavelength. Although we might not be able to match the intellectual wavelength of Sri Buddhinath Babu, but nevertheless we will have to negotiate with the sort of scholastic brilliance and the scholastic unparalleled skills, unparalleled sort of erudition which is showcases for the global community, for humanity as such. Thanks a lot for bearing with me. Thanks all of you.